Module 4, Lesson 15. Read expressions in which letters stand for numbers. Learning targets. I can read expressions in which letters stand for numbers. I can assign operation terms when reading. And I can identify parts of an algebraic expression using mathematical terms for all operations. We're first going to go over words for addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and exponents. So when you're reading problems, you know what they stand for. So if you see sum, you know it's addition, minus, subtraction, times, multiplication, quotient, division, power, exponent. Okay, so we're going to break it up. So some key words when solving an addition problem are sum, add, more than, total, altogether, in all, increased by, and plus. Some key words for subtraction are difference, subtract, fewer than, minus, less than, how many more, left, and decreased by. And on to multiplication. Some key words for multiplication are product, multiply, times, every, double, triple, of, as much, and each. Keywords for division are quotient, divide, each, per, and split. And lastly, we have exponents. So some keywords for exponents are power, squared, and cubed. So now we're going to take those terms that we just went over to take expressions and to rewrite them using only words. So we're not going to have any addition signs or subtraction signs or multiplication signs, division signs, anything like that. We're going to only have words. So our first one is A minus B. So I'm going to say in words that this is A minus B. The second one is XY. So remember when two letters or a number and a letter are next to each other, that is multiplying. So we are using multiplication. So for this one, I'm going to say X times Y. 4F plus B. So I'm going to say the product of 4 and F plus P. And remember that there are many ways that you can rewrite the expression in words. So as long as the person who's looking at your paper can recreate the original expression, then you are solid. You're good. Next one is D minus B cubed. So I'm going to say D minus B cubed. Now we have 5 parentheses U minus D plus H. So I'm going to say add H to the product of 5 and the difference of U and 10. And the last one is 3 over D plus F. And remember, if you see an expression like that, the fraction bar means we are dividing. So I'm going to say 3 divided by the sum of D and F. So now I'm going to show an expression, and we are going to decide what words, what vocab words, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, sum, difference, any of the vocab words that we went over at the very beginning of the lesson, we could use to describe that expression. So the first one is 6h minus 10. So what words are we going to use to describe this expression? Well, first we know that when a letter is next to a number that is multiplying, so we're going to use multiplication. And then we know this means subtraction. So the two words we can use to describe this expression are multiplication and subtraction. So now we have 5d over 6. So once again, a number is next to a letter, so that's multiplication. Instead, I'm going to use the word product, because product just means the answer to a multiplication problem. And then the fraction bar tells us we are dividing by 6. So I'm going to say quotient, because that is the word for the answer to a division problem. So the two vocab words we can use to describe this expression are product and quotient. So now we have 5 parentheses 2 plus d minus 8. So the number is next to the parentheses, so we're obviously multiplying. So I'm going to say multiply. Then this right here, 2 plus d, tells us we're adding. So I'm going to say add. And then this tells us we are subtracting, so I'm going to say subtract. So the vocab words that we can use to describe this expression are multiply, add, and subtract. And our last one is A, B, C. So instead of using multiply or product, I'm going to simply use times. And that's just another word for multiplying. So the vocab word I'm using to describe this expression is times. And that's it. So now you can go complete the problem set.